From the very start of my campaign, I've said that we need to get Harrisburg working again, because our elected officials seem to have forgotten the very people who sent them to Harrisburg in the first place. It seems the way that we pick our legislature, and realistically the way that they seemingly are able to pick us, the voters, is a major factor. Our district boundaries here in Cheltenham, Jenkintown, and Springfield seem to make sense. However, we're surrounded by legislatures in districts that look like they were drawn together by puppies with pencils, when in reality they were crafted in such a way that politicians, eager to protect themselves and their interests, would select neighborhoods and even streets that they wanted within their districts for their specific support, and perhaps just as harmful, identified those districts, those neighbors, and those voters that they would rather not have to answer to, and they would get them out of their districts. This process is called gerrymandering. It's happening everywhere. It happens here in Pennsylvania, and it must stop. That's why I've proudly had a Fair Districts lawn sign in my lawn for some time now. I strongly support this organization's goal of bringing Pennsylvania fair, clear, contiguous legislative districts drawn by independent commissions. See, I don't trust Republicans to continue drawing legislative maps, and I unfortunately don't trust the Democrats to resist the urge to swing the pendulum on the opposite direction in an effort to exact political revenge. An independent commission that draws legislative district boundaries is a crucial step in ensuring that every voice is heard in Pennsylvania. We all know it. Sadly, there are just not enough politicians with the backbone to support it, but I'm one of them. In fact, I would take it a step further and argue that our district boundaries, and certainly the census count too, must consider the community of origin of those incarcerated in our prisons. And in fact, we ought to restore voting rights to those who have been convicted of non-voting related crimes. You see, we provide the rights to health care and education, the rights to protection, the rights to legal defense to our prison inmates, but we don't, for some reason, provide them the right to vote or the right to have their communities realize the financial benefits that comes with appropriate representation. We count them. We just count them wrong. I'm thrilled that Fair Districts is an ally of getting rid of prison gerrymandering, and Fair Districts has an ally in me. I will fight to protect the rights of all citizens to exercise their franchise in every election and reap the benefits of proper representation. In my platform to restore good government, we will do the following. We'll support early voting, automatic registration, vote by mail, and the mailing of voting reminders. We'll restore voting rights for incarcerated citizens convicted of non-voting related crimes. We'll reform the redistricting process with an independent citizens commission implementing a transparent framework. We will establish a co-sponsor threshold for legislation that would trigger a guaranteed floor vote. We would provide financial support to sustain public media outlets critical for government accountability. And we will reform our campaign finance laws. As your next state representative, I will champion your rights to vote and the integrity of our elected office. In the meantime, I encourage every eligible voter in the 154th to register to vote. Make a plan to vote. Verify your registration. Make sure that you come out on or before June 2nd. Every election is important. This one is no exception. When you make that plan, I do hope that you'll cast your vote for me, Napoleon Nelson, Democrat, for state representative. Thank you.